Hello, everyone. So I have some time in between clients, and I had been doing this before when I had either cancellations or whatever in between clients, and just going on live to talk a little bit about maybe what I'm feeling, the state of the world, also offerings. So this one's primarily about the retreats that the ancestral healing retreats that I have for this year, the offerings that I have for this year. So I'm doing a big focus on women and women connections, right? So one of the themes that I hear a lot from a lot of my female clients is that it's really hard for them to make connections to women. So a lot of women have, this is why I started doing ancestral healing retreats and specifically healing the mother wound and healing the father wound, but specifically the mother wound, because there's such an interesting dynamic between mother and daughter relationships, mother and son relationships as well. Um, because of the damage that the patriarchy has done to women and motherhood and birth and all the things that women can bring into this world. So the mother daughter relationship has been very much skewed and distorted in order to continue to keep separation, because if women unite, then we know it's all over, right? So my mission that I've been feeling so called to do it lately, and actually for the last 2 to 3 years, because I designed this one retreat that I want to do in May last year. And it's healing the sisterhood wound, because like I was saying, I was hearing so many women talk about how hard it is to maintain friendships with women, or how hard it has been in their lifetime to have friendships with women. And I've always had really great friendships with women. I've been really blessed and really lucky. I'm one of five women. I'm the youngest of five women, right? So I grew up in a very matriarchal household. And as all siblings do, we've had our ups and downs and whatever, but I have a good relationship with all of my sisters and my mother. So for some reason, I just felt like this calling to help people really, to help women connect to other women. So the retreat that I'm offering, it's going to be Mother's Day weekend in May. Obviously, Mother's Day weekend is in May, but it's going to be in May on Mother's Day weekend, and more likely than not, it's going to be in Lake Carmel, New York. Waiting to hear from the house that I want to rent, the owner of the house. And it's really going to be a weekend of communing, coming together, really focusing on why it's been hard for so many women to maintain these friendships with other women. We're going to talk about why, how many women, how women are indoctrinated into the patriarchal ways of thinking. All of us are, right? All of us have this programming within ourselves that keeps us separate and keeps us in competition. And we all have stories of, like, not being liked by having a friend, and then all of a sudden they're not your friend, or whatever it is. So really coming together to figure out how we can build, fortify, and forge these relationships with other women that are meaningful and valuable and deep and not superficial and not catty and not all of the things. So it's Mother's Day weekend, and I can't think of the dates of Mother's Day weekend, but it's the second weekend in May. Um, and I will release the full details about that. But it's healing the sisterhood wound. That's the working title, but it's actually, there's another title that I have for it, but I can't think of it now because I don't have my notes in front of me. So this is what happens when you go live spontaneously. Anyways, so Mother's Day weekend, upstate New York. It's going to be a communal experience. So we will be there together. We'll be cooking together. We'll be laughing together. We'll be playing together. We'll be crying together. We'll be doing a lot of things together. If I get this house, it's a lake house. So there's water there, and it's beautiful, and it's very private. So it's going to be an amazing time. So the second retreat, my main second retreat for this year, is my Costa Rica retreat. So it's remothering for rewilding, so healing the ancestral lines. And it's going to be at the same venue, beautiful, wonderful venue that I did it at last year. It was magical, transformational. It was amazing. And this one's going to be even better. We're adding an extra day and an extra excursion, and just more time on the land, more time communing with the spirits of the land. And what we're going to be doing is communing with a lot of the female archetypes, the female strong wild women archetypes, such as Lilith, such as Callie, Athena. So we're going to be going, Bridget, we're going to be looking at different female archetypes that have come up throughout history in order to really wake us up to this moment right now, this crossroads that we're in. We need to reawaken the wild one within us so that we can fortify ourselves for what is to come, because things are getting intense, and the more that the patriarchy is on its way out, the more that it's fighting. We've seen it just recently with the hockey US teams, and we're seeing it with the administration, and we're seeing it with the douchebags that are all over the place, and we're seeing it with the men in our worlds, right? Think about how weird men are acting right now. Not all, but a lot of them, the ones who are not aware, who are just completely allowing their programming to take over, and not realizing what's happening. So, remothering for rewilding is a 8-day, 7-night emergence into calling back our wild essence, because that is what we need right now. And for so long, it's been shamed, it's been pushed to the side, it's been, our sensuality, sexuality as women, our power source has been completely buried and shamed and pushed to the side, and told that we are not allowed to be that. So this is going to be a week of us reigniting that part of us in a healed way, because oftentimes, right, when our wild one was out, we were in a place of not being fully healed. So we're going to be healing on this retreat in Costa Rica, and we are going to be connecting and re-emerge, allowing our wild one to re-emerge. So I'm very, very excited about this. So if you are a woman who is feeling unbalanced, feeling very, very scared or angry about what is happening right now, whatever emotions you're having, um, these are two really safe, beautiful containers where you can come and commune with other like-hearted, like-minded women who are on the same path, who are looking for the same thing. So yeah, so May, healing the sisterhood wound, and June 25th through August 1st in Costa Rica, remothering for rewilding. Those are the main two retreats that I'm really feeling passionate about, and I'm really feeling some intense energy that is going to be I just know and feel and sense that it's going to be the key for whoever attends to really ground themselves into the space of what their next steps are in life, and really healing themselves from the inside out so that they can go out and heal and help heal the rest of their community. So I'm super excited about those. And just some little mini things that are happening. I'm going to be doing another systemic family constellations workshop on March 28th. That's a Saturday, and that's going to be in Naugatuck at Sattva Wellness Collective. So I'm very excited about that. That's a new collaboration with Autumn Fletcher, and I'm super excited. I used to work out in that area in Waterbury, when back in the day when I was a fresh therapist, and so it'd be nice to get back in that area. So every so often I go back there, because Wellmore has me come out to do some sound healing for their staff every spring. So every so often I get back out into my old stomping grounds, but I'm very excited to be at Sattva Wellness Collective on March 28th doing a family constellations circle, and that is going to be planting the seeds from our ancestors. So we are getting ready to, bring spring back in. So really what we want to do is plant the seeds that our ancestors are whispering and giving to us right now, because our ancestors are very much talking to us. They're very much wanting us to do something different, to choose differently. And, a lot of this, what's happening right now, is trying to go on the same path and trying to make the same choices that our ancestors did that did not work, right? Because of this underlying thing that has been of the underlying historical factors that have been just percolating. And this is what's happening until we heal ourselves, our inner selves, and understand what kind of programming we have within ourselves from historical ancestral things. And until we heal the land where all of this travesty, colonization, taking advantage of others has taken place, this is not going to get any better. You know, we have to just stop trying saying that America is so great and it's always been so great and it's always no. And I've said this forever to friends and family. America was built on genocide, colonization, rape, just taking over, and that blood is spilled on this land. And until we acknowledge that, and until we heal our ancestral wounds, especially white people, stop burying your head in the sand, stop feeling ashamed because your ancestors were slave owners, stop. We have to come to terms with that's what we have. And now we are the cycle breakers, and we need to stop this, and we need to stop our society going into that direction again. This is done. Like, we've done this so many times before, generations after generations, people after people. Now is the time to choose differently. And, people saying boys will be boys and all this excuses about men and their behavior against women and how gross all of this is. And the fact that nobody has been arrested for any of the things that are in those files is crazy to me. So if it isn't crazy to you, then you're not going to like what I'm saying, and you're not going to want to come to my events, and that's okay. But if it's something that resonates with you, and it's something that you need to fortify yourself, ground yourself, and move into a space of flow so that you can move freely into what is coming, and strong in a strong, secure way as to what is coming, then come to my events. Come to my weekend retreat in May, healing the sisterhood wound, so you can make some really great connections with wonderful women. Come to Costa Rica with me. This is going to be amazing. Remothering for rewilding, so we can find our wild one again. And come to Family Constellations on March 28th at Sattva in Naugatuck, at Sattva Wellness Collective in Naugatuck. That's going to be from 1 to 6 p.m. and it's a Saturday. I will have snacks and stuff for everybody, because when we heal, we want to make sure that we're nourishing our bodies. And sound healing, of course. I do sound healing every last Friday of the month in Newington at Evolution Yoga and Wellness. So the last Friday of every month, I do a pop up there. Please feel free, right in the center of Newington. It's a beautiful, wonderful yoga studio, and I love Tiffany, the owner. And then I do sound healing here in my office, not this office, but another office here in my office building in Middlefield. I do it the first Monday and third Monday of the month. And I do it on Mondays because there's a restaurant upstairs, and it's really noisy. So Mondays they're closed. So 6:30 p.m. here in Middlefield. If you want more information, just message me and I can send you the registration form. I like to have people register because it lets me know how many people are coming and how to set up the room and all the things. So sound healing, Evolution Yoga, last Friday of the month. This Friday is happening, so register on their website. The next one I'm having here in the office is March 2nd, which is this coming Monday. Crazy, it's March already. Oh my God. And then my retreats, healing the sisterhood wound in May, Costa Rica in August 25th. Sorry, July 25th through August 1st, in Costa Rica, remothering for rewilding. Family Constellations workshop, March 28th, Naugatuck, Connecticut, Sattva Wellness Collective. So I hope to see you guys at some of these events, or all of these events. That would be really wonderful. I do this because I love the work. I do this because I'm feeling the calling from the ancestors to help with ancestral healing, to help heal the generations past and cut the cycles and not continue to do the same thing over and over again. Um, and I do this because I love to see how healing takes place in groups and in circles in a way different way. It's funny because I'm a therapist, and I used to enjoy doing group therapy with children, but not so much with adults. But I love doing circles, right? It's a different thing. It's not group therapy, but it is such a healing therapeutic space. The circle technology is so beautiful to witness. Within hours really start to connect and feel the energy, and their body changes, and their just kind of everything, their the way that they're walking, the way that they look, everything just changes. They start to relax and they really start to feel collectively that we need to be working together. So I really hope to see you at one of my events. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or message me, whatever, on any social media platform that you follow me on or will follow me on. So yeah, so I hope to see you soon. Thank you for all of the support that you have given me so far. And if you haven't, then come and support. So yeah, and continue to look for family constellations workshops because I'll be doing those every other month at different venues and probably here also in my office building in Middlefield. So this is really, really important work. It's completely necessary work. We need to be this to complete the work of being the cycle breakers. And if that's you, then you need to come to my stuff. All right. So I hope to see you soon. Love you guys.